Oh no, it's your monthly presentation again next Friday. Crap, I have to present to big client next week. I hope I can close these sales. Sounds familiar? Presentation to a big client or your bosses and management can be super stressful. It's one of the things that most people are scared of. But you know what? These presentations can determine your future in the company. I know people that got noticed and today they are C-suites because of one good presentation in front of the clients or board meetings. And here are my 3 tips of how you can prepare for a big meeting and be less nervous and steadier going into your next big presentation. So here's the first tip. Always study your crowd. Whether it's your audience, client, your boss, or whoever you're going to communicate with, do not assume that you know them. Do some background research on who you are presenting to. For example, ask yourself, what does success look like to them? Or what would be the questions that they will ask you? Or what would be their expectation? Or what do they care the most about? Remember this, all decision makers have their own way of thinking, but generally, these are what most of them are looking for. How does your solution help them make money, save money, or increase productivity? That will definitely differentiate you from most of the other presenters. On the other hand, external clients are always curious to know what other clients like them are up to. It's called FOMO, fear of missing out. So sometimes sharing some case studies or testimonials could be the best way to impress them. Here's the tip number 2. Be beyond prepared. I used to hate doing a test run presentation with anyone, assuming people might think that I'm not good enough. Later on only I learned that presentation is all about practice. The more you do it, the better you get. But the best type of practice is to record yourself and watching yourself doing it. So the funny thing is that recording yourself is even more scary, but watching yourself presenting works in the same way as how athletes are asked to watch their videos to improve themselves. Showing up in front of important people also requires massive practice and a major improvement before getting close to your perfection. Put yourself in the audience shoes and look at your stuff, whether it's a presentation, meeting material, feedback, comments, and see how it appears looking at those from the other side. So here's an additional bonus point. Make sure you spend 5 minutes after every meeting with your team and practice what we call it as Take 5. Ask for honest feedback on how you can improve in your presentation or materials. What went right? What went wrong? If you have to do it all over again, what would you change? In the end, if you win, so does your team. Here's the tip number 3. Be crystal clear about expectation. Set the outcome for every meeting or conversation before starting it. Confirm whether you are both on the same page rather than thinking, I know what the other party wants to achieve from this conversation. Don't assume that you know what they want and they know what you want to share. If you're about to share something with the crowd, you can start it by saying something like this. The reason we are here today is to talk about, or the reason I've called for this meeting is to discuss about, and at the end you can ask, I wonder whether there is anything I missed or you wish to discuss. That will set you in control of what's on everyone's head. If you're about to conduct a presentation in front of your customers, it's super crucial to do your own study beforehand and have a set of questions prepared to ask before starting your presentation to make sure you're fully aware of your client's expectation. I always say, ask more, talk less. It's wrong to keep your questions for after your presentation. Too late, because you have already shown your clients what you got and now they can just corner you and you miss the chance to ask all your questions and understand their expectation. At the end, I must also emphasize that you are not going to do well in every meeting or presentation. So take the weight off your shoulders. You may never 100% fully satisfy everyone, but what you can do is to improve and do better every next meeting or presentation you go to. This is what Jim Collins said. The enemy of being your best is to be good. Never settle down where you are because your best days, your best presentation are still far ahead of you. So to recap what we have gone through, number 1, always study your crowd. Number 2, be beyond prepare. Number 3, be crystal clear about expectations. Stay in control. Hey, my first book, In Control, is now available for order. You can get it wherever you are from Shopee, Lazada, Book Depository, and Amazon. If you like what you see, click on the like button down there, subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out on any of my new videos.